Far away from Earth, beyond stars that humans had never seen, there was a powerful alien empire called the Zira Dominion. They ruled the galaxy. They had conquered thousands of planets. Strong species joined them. Weak species disappeared. For them, power was the only rule that mattered. The leaders of the Dominion believed one thing. If a species cannot unite, it does not deserve to exist. One day, their deep space scouts found a small blue planet, Earth. At first, it did not look important. The scans showed simple technology, no advanced space defenses, no large war fleets, no planet-wide shield. Even worse, humans were divided. Different countries, different languages, different beliefs. They even fought wars among themselves. The alien scouts sent their report. Primitive species, low threat, highly divided, easy target. The Dominion Council watched the report in silence. Then they laughed. One commander said, "They fight each other. They cannot even agree on one leader." Another said, "They are emotional. Weak minds, easy to break." The high leader of the Dominion looked at Earth for a long moment. His voice was calm and cold. "This planet will fall in one day." The decision was made. Earth would be invaded. Days later, massive alien warships moved toward Earth. They were huge, dark and silent. Each ship was bigger than a human city. As they traveled, the Dominion expected fear, panic, surrender. That was how it always happened. But when they reached near Earth's orbit, something strange happened. Their sensors picked up thousands of signals. Too many. Different frequencies, different languages, different codes. It was not one system. It was chaos. One alien officer frowned. "Why are there so many signals? Where is their central command?" Another replied, "There is no central command." The officer was confused. How do they fight without one leader? No one had an answer. Down on Earth, people had already seen the ships. At first, there was fear. Cities stopped. News spread fast. Everyone looked up at the sky. Some people cried. Some prayed. Some prepared to run. But something unexpected started to happen. Different countries began sending messages. Old enemies started talking. Armies moved. Scientists worked together. Hackers broke systems. Engineers built things overnight. It was not clean. It was not perfect. But it was happening. Humans were coming together. Not because they agreed, but because they had no choice. Back in orbit, the Dominion continued scanning. They intercepted human communications. At first, the messages made no sense. Different languages mixed together, commands overlapping, people arguing. One alien said, "This is not an army. This is noise." Then suddenly, one clear signal broke through the chaos. It was translated into the Dominion language, a human voice, calm, strong. "We may fight each other." The alien officers listened carefully. "But if you touch our world," the signal became stronger. "We fight together." The alien officers listened carefully. "But if you touch our world," the signal became stronger. "We fight together." Silence filled the command room. For a moment, no one spoke. Then one commander laughed. Empty words. Another said, "They are trying to sound strong." "It means nothing." The high leader did not laugh. He looked at the screen again. For a brief second, he felt something strange. Doubt. But it disappeared quickly. He turned away and gave the order. "Begin the invasion." The alien ships moved closer. Weapons powered up. Energy systems charged. Target locks activated. From space, Earth looked small, weak, defenseless. The perfect target. But something below was changing fast. Military bases were active. Planes were ready. Missiles were armed. But it was not just the military. Ordinary people were also preparing. Some built weapons from scrap. Some created digital attacks. Some shared information across the world. A young engineer in one city said, "We don't have time to be perfect." Another replied, "Then we fight with what we have." In the Dominion flagship, the final attack countdown began. 10. Alien soldiers stood ready. 9. Weapons locked on human cities. 8. Sensors tracked every movement on Earth. 7. The humans were still moving, still preparing, still sending signals.
6.
The chaos had not stopped. It had grown stronger. 8. The alien officer watching the signals felt uneasy. Why are they not surrendering? 4. No one answered. 3. The human transmissions became louder, not organized, but united. 2. The same message repeated again and again across different channels, different voices, same meaning. 1. The high leader raised his hand. Fire. And in that moment, the Dominion made their first mistake. They thought humans were weak. They thought division meant failure. They thought chaos meant defeat. They were wrong, very wrong, because what they were about to face was not a perfect army. It was something far more dangerous: humanity. The sky over Earth did not stay quiet for long. The moment the Dominion gave the order, light filled the darkness. From the massive alien ships, beams of energy shot down toward the planet. They moved faster than anything humans had ever seen. In seconds, the first cities were hit. Explosions shook the ground. Buildings collapsed. Power systems failed. The night sky turned red with fire. Panic spread everywhere. People ran through the streets. Sirens screamed. Emergency broadcasts filled every screen. It has started. In the Dominion flagship, the commanders watched everything. To them, this was normal. Clean, fast, effective, one officer said. Initial strike successful. Human defenses are weak. Another added, minimal resistance detected. They expected surrender signals within minutes. That was how it always happened. But this time, something was different. On Earth, even as the first attacks landed, humans did not stop. Military bases across the world launched counterattacks. Missiles fired into the sky. Fighter jets took off at full speed. Most of them failed. Alien shields blocked the attacks easily. Human weapons looked slow and outdated. Pilots reported back, "We can't get through their defense. They're too fast. They're not even trying." Losses started increasing. Planes were destroyed. Bases were hit. Communication towers went down. From space, it looked like humans were losing badly. The Dominion commanders smiled again. This is already over. But they were only looking at the surface. They were missing something important. Deep inside cities, far from the front lines, something else was happening. People were not waiting. They were acting. Hackers from different countries started breaking into alien signal patterns. They did not understand the technology fully, but they tried anyway. A group of young programmers worked together in a dark room. "We can't decode this," one said. Another replied, "Then don't decode it, disrupt it." Within minutes, they began sending noise into alien channels. Small interference, not enough to stop the invasion, but enough to confuse it. At the same time, engineers started changing old machines into weapons. Factory workers turned tools into parts for defense. Drones used for delivery were turned into flying bombs. Nothing was standard. Nothing was perfect. But everything had one goal.
Fight back.
Back in orbit, the Dominion noticed small problems. Signal interference detected. Minor system delay. Target lock fluctuation. The commanders frowned. This should not happen. They adjusted their systems and continued the attack. To them, it was nothing, just small errors. But on Earth, those small errors were everything. In one city, a group of soldiers hid inside destroyed buildings. They knew their weapons could not break alien shields. So they waited. One soldier whispered, "We don't fight them head on." Another nodded, "We hit them when they don't expect it." Above them, a small alien scout ship moved slowly, scanning the area. At that exact moment, human hackers sent a sudden wave of interference. For just 2 seconds, the alien shield flickered. That was enough. "Now!" The soldiers fired everything they had. The ship exploded in the sky. For the first time, an alien unit was destroyed. The news spread fast. "Alien ship down!" "Repeat, alien ship down!" People could not believe it. It was small, but it meant something important. The aliens were not invincible. In the Dominion flagship, alarms appeared. Scout unit lost. The commander looked confused.
How?
No clear answer. Possible system disruption. Another officer said, "It was a lucky shot." The high leader stayed silent. His eyes were focused. He was starting to notice a pattern. Across Earth, similar events started happening. Small victories. A drone hit a supply ship. A missile found a weak angle. A trap destroyed a landing unit. Individually, they meant nothing. Together, they started to slow the invasion. The Dominion adjusted their strategy, increase firepower, destroy communication centers, remove resistance zones. More attacks followed. Stronger, faster, more brutal. Entire areas were wiped out. From space, it still looked like humans were losing, because they were, but they were not breaking. Instead, something else was growing. Anger, determination, and something the Dominion did not understand. Refusal to give up. In one underground shelter, civilians listened to the chaos above. A young boy asked, "Are we going to lose?" An old man looked at him and said, "Maybe." The boy's face dropped. Then the man added, "But we will not stop." That same idea spread everywhere. Through soldiers, through civilians, through every person still alive. Humans did not wait for perfect plans. They did not wait for orders. They acted, fast, wild, unpredictable. Back in orbit, the Dominion's perfect system was starting to crack. Their strategies were built for organized enemies, clear patterns, clear commands. But humans had none of that. One commander said, "They are not following any structure." Another replied, "They are not supposed to survive like this." The High Leader finally spoke. "They are not trying to survive." He paused. "They are trying to fight." For the first time, the Dominion began to understand. This would not be a one-day victory. This would not be easy. And this enemy was not what they expected. As the battle continued, Earth burned. But it did not fall. Instead, something stronger was rising from the chaos. Something dangerous, something unstoppable. And far above the planet, for the very first time, the Zyra Dominion felt something unfamiliar. Not fear, not yet, but something close, doubt. The war did not slow down. It became worse. Across Earth, fire burned in the skies. Smoke covered entire cities. The sound of explosions never stopped. From space, it looked like a broken world. But inside that chaos, humans were changing. At first, they were reacting. Now, they were learning. Fast. Every battle, every loss, every small victory. Humans studied everything. Soldiers shared real-time information across countries. Hackers tracked alien signals and patterns. Engineers took broken alien parts and tried to understand them. Nothing was wasted. Even failure became a weapon. In one underground lab, a group of scientists stood around a damaged alien device. It was small but powerful. A young scientist said, "We don't understand how it works." An older engineer replied, "We don't need to understand everything, just enough to use it." They worked day and night, no sleep, no rest. After hours of trial and error, the device lit up. For a few seconds it worked. That was enough. Across the world, similar things were happening. Humans were not waiting to become stronger. They were forcing it. On the battlefield, soldiers changed their tactics. Before they attacked directly, now they used traps. In one destroyed city, a group of fighters prepared an ambush. They hid inside buildings, underground tunnels, and broken roads. Above them, alien units moved in perfect formation. Clean, organized, predictable. A human commander whispered, "Wait, not yet." The alien forces stepped deeper into the city. Now, explosions hit from every direction. The ground collapsed. Buildings fell. Hidden weapons activated. The alien formation broke. For the first time, their perfect order turned into confusion. Humans attacked from all sides. Not clean, not perfect, but effective. Back in orbit, the Dominion commanders watched carefully. This is not random anymore. They are learning our patterns. That is impossible. But it was happening. Another report came in. Multiple units lost. Defense lines disrupted. Human resistance increasing. The commanders were no longer smiling. Something was wrong. On Earth, humans pushed harder. Drones filled the skies, not military drones, but modified civilian machines. Small, fast, and unpredictable. They did not follow standard attack paths. They moved like a swarm. Alien defense systems struggled to track them. Too many targets. Too many directions. At sea, human forces used old ships in new ways. They created moving traps. They used the environment. Storms, fog, darkness. Things the Dominion ignored. Humans used as weapons. In the air, pilots changed everything. They stopped flying in straight lines. They broke formation. They took risks. One pilot said over the radio, "If we fly like them, we lose." Another replied, "Then we don't fly like them." They moved fast, sharp, unpredictable. Alien targeting systems began to fail more often. Not because they were weak, but because humans refused to act in expected ways. Back in the Dominion flagship, tension grew. They are adapting too fast. This rate of change is not normal. They should not be able to do this. The High Leader stood silently, watching battle after battle. His voice finally broke the silence. They are not a standard species. More reports came in. Human units using captured technology. Unknown weapon modifications detected. Strategy patterns inconsistent. One officer said, "They are mixing everything, old and new." Another added, "It makes no sense." The High Leader replied calmly, "It does not need to make sense." He looked at the screen. It only needs to work. And it was working. In one major battle, a large Dominion warship moved closer to Earth's surface. It was heavily protected. Strong shields. Advanced weapons. Untouchable. At least that's what they believed. Below, human forces prepared something different. Not one big attack. Many small ones. Drones, missiles, ground fire. Signal interference. All at once. The attacks were messy. Uncoordinated. But constant. The alien ship defended against the first wave. Then the second. Then the third. But humans did not stop. Wave after wave kept coming. Each one small. Each one weak. But together, they became too much. The ship's shield began to flicker, just like before. But this time, It did not recover. A final strike hit the core. The warship exploded in the sky. A massive fireball lit up the clouds. Silence followed. Then, cheers spread across human channels. It was the biggest victory so far. In the Dominion flagship, no one spoke. They just stared at the screen. One of their strongest ships, destroyed, not by superior power, but by pressure, by persistence, by chaos. The High Leader closed his eyes for a moment. When he opened them, his voice was different, serious, careful. They are not fighting like an army. He paused. They are fighting like survivors. On Earth, humans were no longer just defending. They were pushing forward, step by step, battle by battle. They were still losing in many places, but they were also winning. And that changed everything. Hope. It started small, but it spread fast. People who were afraid now believed. Soldiers who were tired now pushed harder. Because they saw the truth. The aliens could be beaten. Far above the planet, the Dominion finally understood something important. Humans were not strong because of their weapons. They were not powerful because of their technology. They were dangerous because of something else. Something harder to measure, something impossible to predict. They adapted. They endured. They refused to stop. And slowly, the chaos that once made humans look weak was becoming their greatest strength.